Greetings everyone, I am John Gray Juliet from Cameroon, pleased to present on behalf of Group 1, composed of Adwa Martin and I. Today, we will explore the topic, is it ethical to conduct gain-of-function genomic research on zoonotic viruses in African labs to prepare for future pandemics? Dive in, I would like to give a little reflection that will guide us. Similar to the recent COVID 19, what if the next pandemic doesn't come from nature but from laboratories? Let's dive in. Gain of function research is a type of experimentation that artificially enhances the transmissibility or virulence of pathogens, often with the intention of studying how future pandemics may arise. However, history warns us. In 2014, a laboratory accident at the Center of Disease Control exposed workers to anthrax, a very deadly zoonotic disease prioritized in Cameroon. The most recent is SARS-CoV-2, escaping high containment labs in China, a country with up-to-date biosafety protocols and genetic policies. We must then ask ourselves the question, why gain of function research? Is it for curiosity, publication, or funding? Keeping in mind that the financial conditions of our settings are not the best, and we risk finding ourselves in a vicious cycle of wicked problems which may never have an end. Globally, gain-of-function research may offer theoretical benefits for pandemic preparedness, no doubt about that. But it also raises profound ethical concerns. Enhancing viruses could lead to accidental outbreaks. COVID-19 again reignited fears about lab origin scenarios, underscoring the stakes. Can we then justify that conducting such high-risk research in regions still developing biosafety infrastructure is important? Let's be honest, most African laboratories lack biosafety level 3 or 4 containment. If a modified virus escapes, under-resourced healthcare systems may collapse with ripple effects globally. True leadership is not about risky experimentation. It is about safety, informed consent, and public trust. Africa does not need dangerous shortcuts to lead in science. Of course, we are bigger than that. Come to think of it, the affirmative theme claims that Africa deserves to lead in cross-cutting edge science. Every continent, country, or economy will want that, but leadership, I repeat again, must be grounded in safety, equity, consent, and not experimentation. Gain of function research creates more virulent or transmissible pathogens by Africa has suffered exploitation before. Colonial trial is among. Without strong safeguards, gain of function research could become the next chapter in unethical research history. Safer alternatives to genomics include computational modeling, reverse genetics, and in vitro studies, offering lower risk paths to pandemic preparedness. Ethical and history consent are also very important. Past exploitation of African data and samples without fair benefit sharing. Echoes of unethical research continue to fuel public mistrust. Weak regulatory oversight increases risk of unauthorized or unsafe experiments. Research agendas may reflect donor interests, not African priorities. We therefore need to create genomic research ideas that are more focused on solving our realities, such as the emerging and re-emerging zoonotic diseases we have, transboundary animal diseases coupled with global warming. Funding and authorship often remain concentrated in the north. Conducting gain-of-function research in African laboratories raises serious bioethical, safety, and justice-related concerns, especially in a region with archaic policies. Without robust infrastructure, transparent governance, and equitable partnership, the ethical justification for such work in Africa is highly questioned. Here are some references for more readings. Thank you.